Welcome to CostumeTrek. I'm Nola, and in today's video, I'm going to be giving you some secrets on successful sleeve setting. Most beginner sewers are stumped when they have to set in sleeves because the sleeve is always larger than the sleeve hole, and at first they think, I did something wrong, or the pattern's not right, or something like that. But the reality is that the sleeve is supposed to be larger than the sleeve hole. And I'm going to teach you the secrets on how to set your sleeve successfully. The first step in setting a successful sleeve is to make sure that you have the correct sleeve in the correct sleeve hole. What I normally do is I hold my coat so that I know which side is which. This is my left side, this is the right side. Then I take my sleeve and I figure out which sleeve is this. Now this is a great sleeve to do this with because it's not a tube sleeve. It actually has a curve for the elbow. It's subtle, but you can see it. So I know that this sleeve goes on this arm. And sometimes I will even put it on my arm to make sure that it's the right one. Because if you put it on the wrong way, you can tell pretty quick. Another way to tell is you're gonna have more fabric in the back of your sleeve than in the front. So this is the back side. Again, that tells me it's the left sleeve. Now as I do this, I can tell that this is the very bottom of my sleeve and this is where it's going to connect to the underarm of my jacket. So I'm going to put a pin right here. And I'm going to put a pin right here, marking the top and bottom. Then I take my underarm mark, not the shoulder, the underarm, and I line it up. Then I put 2 pins in to hold everything in place. Then I flip it right side out or inside out. Then I flip this like this. So this whole thing is flipped over. My fingers fit under it. And then I start pinning. My hands are under here like this, and I pin from both sides of my underarm, and notice that I'm curving it because as I go you want to get a good curve, and here's why I'm curving it. This is called easing it in, and I curve it because if you have 2 pieces of something that's the same size, right, like my 2 hands, if I take one hand and it's on the bottom and then the other hand and put it on top, if I curve it, suddenly this hand appears to be smaller. So when I want to get something that is bigger into something that's smaller, then I curve it so that it would fit. So I use the underarm is where I usually start. All right, so I check and make sure that I don't have any nips or tucks. And I'd fix it right then if I could. Turn it right side out. And you have just a little bit of this beautiful roll that gives you room to move your arm. Wonderful. Ugh. And we have a perfectly set sleeve.
Are you creating an awesome costume for a convention or masquerade? Send us an email now and you may be featured in an upcoming episode of CostumeTrek. See you next time.